What is up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys watching, and if you haven't done it yet, please click the like and subscribe button. We really do appreciate it here at the channel. I've actually been enjoying the fact that a lot of you have been asking me for more TSX content. I wish I could bring it to you sooner, but it takes time to buy these mods, guys. I do have to plan them out. This is my daily driver, so a lot of the mods that I want to make to the car are mods that I'm gonna definitely be wanting to be able to live with when I drive the car and I commute to work and back. At this moment, right now, the car only has a couple of mods as far as like power adders goes, but as far as suspension goes, it does have Fortunato 500s on Hyperco springs. It does have HardRace rear lower control arms and adjustable links. In the front, it does have the HardRace upper control arm, the camber arm, and it does have HardRace bushings in the lower control arms itself. As of late, the only things that I've really done are complete engine mounts from Honda. One mount does translate from I believe an RL or a TL to the TSX. I believe it's the passenger side mount. Thank you, Tony Jackson, for that one. If I find the part number, I'll go ahead and post it above, or I'll put it down in the link. Also, as far as any other modifications, you guys know it's your favorite video so far of the TSX. It's a brake upgrade video. It does have Hyundai Genesis calipers with that brake upgrade. I'll put the link above for that video. It's been a very popular video for you. You guys have definitely asked me questions mainly about that other than anything else. So that's been really great. I do not mind answering any questions you guys have regarding that setup. But now it's time to get into a little more in depth with the TSX itself. So I've been thinking about what else I want to do as far as, do I want to add more power? Do I want to add more grip? Obviously, as you guys can see, I did add wider tires. I did add 17x9 plus 45 Wet Sport TC 105 ends, but I went ahead and researched a couple options as far as header options, as far as exhaust options. Header options, I didn't want to spend too much money. I felt like $500 to $600 was the range. I did see that PLM does make a header for it at around $450, $500. I didn't like the secondary portion of it, where you kind of have to like make it fit and then take it to an exhaust shop and then have them welded together. I didn't like that. I don't think it comes complete with the defouler either for the rear O2 sensor. So I didn't like that option. The weapon R was like $1,000 or a little bit under. I would have got it with the catalytic converter option from heel toe. That was out of my range as well. So I found a better option. I found the Surgebo header. He contacted me and he told me, hey, I make a header for it too if you're ever interested. So I jumped on that. I believe it was like 560 shipped from Surgebo himself, wherever he ships it from. But what I did with mine is it comes with a like gray paint. I'm not sure if it's ceramic coated or not from Surgebo. I don't think so, so don't quote me on that. But what I went ahead and did was I sent it off anyway and got it ceramic coated in black, just to give it a little more protection, a little more to just keep heat out of the engine bay as well. And eventually what I'll end up doing is I'll go ahead and buy the DEI ceramic header wrap. I'll wrap the primaries in that as well. But what I liked about the header is it does come complete with all the gaskets you need. I won't be reusing my my old OEM exhaust header gasket that mates up to the head itself. I'll just go ahead and buy a new Honda one. But he does provide the other secondary gaskets and hardware. And it looks really well made. The welds are nice, the material's nice and thick. It's not really tinny like a lot of the other headers that I've seen. I saw a lot of comparisons online, the TSX forums and pictures and such, where a lot of the headers seemed really tingy and really just, I didn't like the quality of them for the price, and I wasn't going to spend ASP money. So this header was right where I really wanted it to be as far as the price point. So I did purchase that. Again, shout out to Surgebo. You can find him on Facebook. I'll take a snapshot and maybe I'll post it in the video. If not, I'll put maybe a link to his profile, his Facebook profile, in the description. But the header came as promised. And a little more info on that header. It does come with the defouler. It does come with the hardware. It does come with some gasketry, and it's really well made. He can make it for you with a I believe a 2¼ inch secondary, a 2½ inch secondary, and a 3 inch secondary. I didn't want to do a 3-inch secondary because then I would have to get a 3-inch exhaust to match it. And really, again, this is my daily driver, guys, so I don't want too much noise. Before we did anything as far as power adders to the car and any additional modifications, I definitely wanted to know where the car was at. So I took it over to my buddy Chris. He has a couple of Dyno packs there, and he was able to go ahead and dyno it for me. I wasn't expecting anything over 170, 180 horsepower to the wheels, only because the car is rated at 205 from the factory. So I figured, you know, with mileage, the car's at about 165, 170,000 miles now. With mileage and, you know, wear and tear over the years, it maybe what at the max 170 to the wheels, you know, give or take. But I was pretty impressed. So let's watch the video. You guys can see it for yourselves. It was yeah. Yeah, let's watch it. So as you guys saw, 190 horsepower is pretty much the average for this car. I was super impressed by that. No wonder the K20, K24 is such a popular swap for you EK, EG, you know, guys, and for everybody, honestly, because you're seeing them on E30s and E36s, and you know, I'm seeing people with GTRs, you know, R32s swapping in K series in their car. So very impressed with the 190 and the consistent 190 that it was putting down. Well, 189.5 or whatever, round up, let's round up. So coming from the SR world, the NA SR20 world, we know, and I know how much it costs to even get close to 190, and it's definitely not just a Surgebo flash, right, which I have, and the CT airbox. Those are the only two mods my car has at the moment. The engine bay otherwise is completely stock, the motor is completely stock, but that CT airbox, I'm not sure how much horsepower it added or subtracted, I'm not sure. I didn't test before that, but it's a really nice piece to have, and it's very simple, and I'm sure it definitely captures a lot more air than the standard airbox does. If you guys want one, I'll put the link down below. You can pick one up from heel toe. Very impressed with the car, very happy with it. So let's talk about a little bit about the modifications I do have that are ready to go. Again, I said I had the Surgebo header. I do have a 2.5 inch exhaust that's coming very soon, and I'll take pictures of that and show it to you guys when we install that as well. And then I do plan on replacing the flywheel and clutch system in the car. Not because it's bad or anything like that. I just figure it's about time to change those worn parts with some new parts. So I am replacing the flywheel with a Fidanza unit. I really do like the Fidanza flywheels, especially because they do have the removable friction surface that can be replaced. Doesn't need to be resurfaced every time that you replace the clutch. You can just buy a new friction surface and it's readily available. I am using the RSX clutch and flywheel. From my understanding, if you're going to replace the clutch and a TSX, if you're going to use this Fidanza flywheel, which is for an RSX, you do have to use an RSX clutch, so that's something to keep in mind for you guys. While I'm in there, while I'm already removing that transmission, I figure add a little more traction to the car in that sense as well. So I do have an ASP3. I believe that's what it is. If not, you can correct me down in the comments. You can let me know, hey, it's not an ASP3, it's whatever. It's a Euro R Accord CL9 transmission, which has a limited slip. So the more traction I can get with that limited slip instead of the OEM peg leg that's in the car now, the better. So thanks guys for watching this video. Hopefully we'll see a lot more mods. I'll have you guys follow along for the ride, of course, as always. Hopefully I can get a track video or a canyon video and we can talk about how great the TSX is, because I have been enjoying it the whole time. So again, if you haven't as of yet, please like and subscribe. It does help the channel. Until next time, peace.